Support vector machine in Python using libsvm. Example of features. I have scraped a lot of eBay titles like this one, and I have manually tagged all of them in this way. Where V equals brand, Apple, M equals model, iPhone 5, C equals color, white, S equals size, not equals not assigned, dual core. Now I need to train a SVM classifier using the libsvm library in Python to learn the sequence patterns that occur in the eBay titles. I need to extract new value for that attributes, brand, model, color, size, by considering the problem as a classification one. In this way I can predict new models. I want to considering this features. I can't understand how can I give all this info to the library. The official doc lacks a lot of information. My class are brand, model, size, color, nah. What does the input file of the SVM algo must contain? How can I create it? Could I have an example of that file considering the 4 features that I put as example in my question? Can I also have an example of the code that I must use to elaborate the input file? Update. I want to represent these features. How can I must do? Identity of the current word. I think that I can interpret it in this way. If I know that the word is a brand, I will set that variable to 1, true. It is okay to do it in the training test, because I have tagged all the words, but how can I do that for the test set? I don't know what is the category of a word, this is why I'm learning it, D. In gram substring features of current word, in equals 4, 5, 6, no idea, what does it means? Identity of 2 words before the current word. How can I model this feature? Considering the legend that I create for the first feature, I have 5, combination. How can I convert it to a format that the libsvm, or scikit-learn, can understand? Membership to the 4 dictionaries of attributes. Again, how can I do it? Having 4 dictionaries, for color, size, model and brand, I think that I must create a bool variable that I will set to true if and only if I have a match of the current word in one of the 4 dictionaries. Exclusive membership to dictionary of brand names. I think that like in the 4 feature I must use a bool variable. Do you agree?
Here's a step-by-step guide for how to train an SVM using your data and then evaluate using the same dataset. It's also available at this URL. At the URL you can also see the output of the intermediate data and the resulting accuracy. It's an IPython notebook. Step 0. Install dependencies. You need to install the following libraries. Pandas. Scikit-learn. From command line. Step 1. Load the data. We will use Pandas to load our data. Pandas is a library for easily loading data. For illustration, we first save sample data to a CSV and then load it. We will train the SVM with train.csv and get test labels with test.csv. Step 2. Process the data. We will convert our data frame into NumPy arrays, which is a format that scikit-learn understands. We need to convert the labels B, M, C, to numbers also because SVM does not understand strings. Then we will train a linear SVM with the data. We see here that the length of train_labels, 5, exactly matches how many rows we have in train features. Each item in train_labels corresponds to a row. Step 3. Train the SVM. Step 4. Evaluate the SVM on some testing data. Links and tips. Example code for how to load linears, this URL. Long list of scikit-learn examples, this URL. I found these mildly helpful but often confusing myself. If you find that the SVM is taking a long time to train, try linearsk instead, this URL. Here's another tutorial on getting familiar with machine learning models, this URL. You should be able to take this code and replace train.csv with your training data, test.csv with your testing data, and get predictions for your test data, along with accuracy results. Note that since you're evaluating using the data you trained on, the accuracy will be unusually high.
I echo the comment of @Marko Pashkov, but will try to elaborate on the libsvm file format. I find the documentation comprehensive yet hard to find. For the Python lib, I recommend the README on GitHub. An important piece to recognize is that there is a sparse format where all features which are 0 get removed and a dense format where features which are 0 are not removed. These two are equivalent examples of each taken from the README. The Y variable stores a list of all the categories for the data. The X variable stores the feature vector. Assert len Y equals len X, both lists should be the same length. The format found in the heart scale example is a sparse format where the dictionary key is the feature index and the dictionary value is the feature value while the first value is the category. The sparse format is incredibly useful while using a bag of words representation for your feature vector. As most documents will typically use a very small subset of the words used in the corpus, the resulting matrix will have many feature values that are zeros, typically more than 99% of them. For instance, a collection of 10,000 short text documents, such as emails, will use a vocabulary with a size in the order of 100,000 unique words in total, while each document will use 100 to 1,000 unique words individually. For an example using the feature vector you started with, I trained a basic libsvm 3.20 model. This code isn't meant to be used but may help in showing how to create and test a model. I hope this example helps. It shouldn't be used for your training.
It is meant as an example only because it is inefficient.